Morning, everybody.
Within the Rays organization, there's a special group of individuals who all share one thing in common. They've all been with the team since the very beginning. On this edition of Rays All Access, we'll meet some of the franchise's longtime employees and season ticket holders and look back at the club's first quarter century through their eyes.
It feels like 25 years, but it also feels like it's happened in an instant, which I think is great. And I think that's a testament to how much I love my job and how much I love everything about this team and the folks that I get to work with every day. That it would seem like time flew by in an instant, but there really is a tremendous amount of history in those 25 years.
They'll share their favorite moments and what keeps them coming back year after year, and what they hope the future holds for baseball in St. Petersburg.
It was April 1st of 1995. We had just gotten the franchise on March 9th. And over the course of the next few weeks, we finished the negotiations and documentation with Major League Baseball, with the city, with the county and the like. And I farmed out my legal files to my partners at the law firm, and came over here to what was then the Thunderdome, I believe, and sat down in an office and started ordering supplies like legal pads and pens and things like that, because I didn't have any of that. But then we got started very quickly on the business of getting ready to play baseball.
I was in a high school program called Business Cooperative Education, and part of that program you had to have a job in an office setting. And so I literally came through the rotunda with my resume, and I was just seeking employment, and I needed to have a part-time job.
We were paying close attention to all the news coverage, and we were just thrilled. We had a little tiny son at the time who was really getting interested in baseball, and we knew it would be a big part of our lives, and we were just super excited. Still are.
Born and raised here in St. Petersburg. Went to Bogosiega High School, graduated, worked in different areas for a little while, and I had a friend that was like a human resource person over the building. And she was like, "Can you come work in the box office for me a couple of days? We're short." And I was like, "Sure." So I came, had no clue about computers at all, how to sell tickets or anything, but I learned very fast. We had Davis Cup here, hockey, Tampa Bay Storm. At that time, the building was called the Florida Suncoast Dome. And once the Tampa Bay Lightning came, they changed it to the Thunderdome.
1998, I started off as a bat boy. I tried out during spring training. I had previously worked for another team during spring training, for a few springs before that. I was a senior in high school, and I was really excited that we finally had a team here in Tampa Bay. So the first thing I did once I found out we were getting that team was try to figure out how I can get a tryout to be a bat boy. I tried out in spring training. I worked 3 games during spring training. I ended up getting hired.
I wanted to get on with a pro franchise, and at the time, the Florida Suncoast Dome was up for hockey and baseball, so I figured if I came here, I'd hook on to one of them. So when the opportunity came with the Rays, Vince DeMoli, I did a lot of work with him when the Giants were coming, and he had enough faith in me to hire me when the team came. So it was a very exciting day for myself and my family.
Under the terms of the expansion agreement, we were going to participate in the amateur draft in June of 1996. So we were 14 months away from that. And around the same time as that, we had to field two minor league teams. So we need to hire baseball people.
hectic. You don't remember a whole lot. You just came in the morning and you sat down at your desk and you started to work and you did everything that needed to be done until you left at night. Sometimes it was pretty late. But we were putting together an organization. We were still hiring people. You know, when we really started, it was Vince and myself.
It's kind of a blur. Every day coming to work, there used to be a countdown billboard of how many days before opening day. And there was just so much to do here, getting ready, the building getting ready, us getting ready for the box office. And the day finally came. It was a great day for the area. It was a great day for the team.
People everywhere, cars everywhere, helping people get tickets. People left their tickets at home. Season members left their tickets at home. We had to reprint their tickets for them, and it was very overwhelming.
So excited. I remember I went 3 hours early with friends, and our original seats were a little bit higher up than they are right now. And I remember and they were in the middle, and we had a great view. We've always been on kind of the first base area. And I just remember the whole place being packed and all of the pageantry, and I thought, this is fabulous.
March 31st, 1998, opening day. Everyone had that purple seat cushion that you will never forget. It was very exciting. The energy within this building was contagious, to say the least. The stadium was full, it was loud. All of the elements of a baseball game, whether it be the popcorn or the fan host or the roar of the crowd, everything was there. All of those elements were there, and it was my first experience going to a Major League Baseball game, and I was able to sit in the seats and enjoy it.
We'd been from the original groundbreaking for the stadium to the dedication of the stadium to having an empty stadium and no baseball teams, and then disappointment with the White Sox, and as I recall, and with the Giants, whether other cities were using our stadium as leverage to get what they wanted. So when it finally happened, it was like the birth of a new baby was finally here.
Still to come, a look back at how far the organization has come in over a quarter century.
If you had asked me on April 1st of 1995 what I would be doing 2023, I don't think I would have said I would be sitting in Tropicana Field being interviewed for a segment on 25-year employees.
The city was very excited. People were just everywhere, calling here, like, we have a baseball team now, what's going on, when it's opening day. I've learned a lot from baseball. From 1998 up to now, I think I've come a long ways in baseball.
There were so many opportunities here to work in an administrative capacity, or then work in finance, and then ultimately moving over to HR in 1998 and working within our benefits department. And then later on taking on some of the role of community engagement. And so it's been an exciting career, to say the least, and I've had a lot of opportunities to reinvent myself.
So the next season, I was coming back as a bat boy during spring training of '99, and one of our visiting clubhouse attendants got another job with the organization, and I was asked to fill his role in the visiting clubhouse full-time, and that was 1999. I remained in the visiting clubhouse for 19 and a half years until I moved into stadium operations. Just want to check in with you, make sure we're all set.
All is well so far.
All is well so far. Okay, we'll continue to walk around.
Exactly.
I'll walk pretty much the entire building, every level. Again, we're looking for anything and everything. Hi guys. You guys need anything? No. All set? Thank you. My autograph, thanks. The best part of my job is the baseball. I mean, I grew up a baseball fan. Hi. And, getting a taste of working in baseball at a very young age, I don't think I could ever imagine myself not working baseball. We do have guidelines that we follow when it comes to stanchions and queue lines, and how far they can be out and how far they need to be apart. My second favorite part would be the people I work with and the people that come through our gates every day. And I love walking through the concourses and seeing fans with jerseys from the old Devil Ray days, and you know, you can tell that they've just been longtime fans. You know, I love that we've been established for so long and that we've had such a good team that now we're getting another generation of fans. You know, it's such a family-friendly place to be, and you know, we definitely have a great atmosphere for them. You know, so it's really cool to see the fans you know, come through the doors every day. All right. We'll get it. This is Karen.
If you go right there to window 5, okay. So I'm gonna keep you in row CC, okay? Hi, I can help you, yes ma'am. I sure can. Today I'm the box office manager. My job is to make sure that people have tickets. Back in the days, we would people would walk up to the windows here. We have lines stretched from one end of the building to the other, helping people get tickets at the windows. Now, rolling into 2023, we're digital here at the Tampa Bay Rays. We help people on their phones outside now. So then you want to sit on third base side in order to see in the dugout, okay? You do have ballpark. Ms. Burns, are you going to use your card or? I have a good part-time staff here in the box office. On day games, I'm ready to see them. I'm like ready to see them. They are smiling. They're here. They want to work. You know, they're here. They love baseball. They're here to work, and that makes me happy. 25 years. That's a long time. Again, thanks to Robert Bennett. I don't know where I would have been in this building without him. He's my backbone. He showed me how to do a lot here. Ken Mallory was by my side, another one of my co-workers. Everyone else in the building has always been nice to me. Thank you. We're just one big happy family here to me. Thank you, Karen. Thank you.
Working with the people here, we got a tremendous staff here. They work hard, they're dedicated, but seeing the fans strolling in, having a good time, that's what it's all about. We can't control what happens on the field, but we can control what happens off the field.
The people that work here are just special. Every one of them in every facet of the organization, they're just very, very good people, and I enjoy working with them, you know, so much.
When I think about my career and that I've been literally in this building for more than half of my life, it's kind of mind-blowing. But yes, it feels like 25 years, but it also feels like it's happened in an instant, which I think is great. And I think that's a testament to how much I love my job and how much I love everything about this team and the folks that I get to work with every day. That it would seem like time flew by in an instant, but there really is a tremendous amount of history in those 25 years.
When we come back, some favorite memories and moments in franchise history.
The favorite memory for me has to be March 9th of 1995, the awarding of the franchise. There were a lot of disappointments for the community along the way, but you know, the folks, you know, did not stop trying their hardest and doing everything possible, and it was very rewarding then and on March 9th of 1995 for all of that hard work by so many people to come to fruition.
There are a lot of favorite memories. I mean, the 1998 season for me, I mean, I can't narrow it down. It was such a fun year. You know, I mean, coming in as a 17-year-old into a clubhouse that had two future Hall of Famers, Fred McGriff and Wade Boggs. You know, we had stars on that team like, you know, Dave Martinez. It was a dream come true for a high school kid who loved baseball, loved to be around baseball. And you know, I cherish the fact that I was here and I was on the field for that 1998 season.
I would guess the night that they call the most famous, most exciting night in baseball, Sports Illustrated Day. That's when we won and Evan hit that home run. We were listening to 2 or 3 teams on the radio at the same time and realized that yes, we had done it. That was probably the most exciting.
I remember one game where the Rays went into the bottom of the 9th, 5 runs down, and hit 2 3-run homers and won the game. It's really remarkable. And of course, when Evan Longoria hit that, I mean, that's big enough that the Rays just gave out statues of it. So it was obviously a big event.
My favorite memory, and I do have a number of them, but my favorite memory will still always be Akinori Iwamura on second, sending us to the World Series, beating the Red Sox, and all that would mean to our organization. I had no idea what the postseason was going to be like. You know, we weren't even ever close to making it to the postseason before that. But the excitement was palpable.
We'll go back to 2008 when we went from Devil Rays to Rays. We went from green to blue. We started winning on the field, and we went from the ALDS to ALCS to the World Series, and I don't know. I have no words. It was just so exciting, and I went that far. It asked to even get on a private plane and flew to Philly to watch the game.
Some of my favorite times were spent right in here. Robin Roberts used to come to the games, and he would sit right there in that seat. And he was such a great guy. And he would get so upset about pitch counts and all the newfangled things that he used to call them. Times like that, Monty Irvin, great people that I had the opportunity to meet that you wouldn't meet if you were not in this sport.
When I started here, my daughter was 2 years old, and she came in for my first pitch. Now she's 30-something. And you know, it just shows you how quickly time passes, and to be able to cherish the memories I've had here, this has been my life, and wouldn't replace it for anything.
The Rays have been a big part of our life. I mean, both of our kids grew up going to games all the time, and when my daughter was little, she and the first base coach, George Hendricks at the time, used to have a little friendship. They would banter back and forth because we sat right on the dugout, and he would toss her goodies from the dugout.
Our son Joey grew up at the ballpark. He sang the national anthem before the game. And when I was with him at the Mariners game, after he turned 30, he said, "Dad, you know, it's the first time in my life I've been here, cheered for the other team," because he's the Midwest regional scout for the Seattle Mariners. And so, you know, his career was really rooted in coming to the ballpark and seeing the Rays play.
Coming up, we look to the future and what's next for the franchise.
I am so excited for the next 25 years. I've seen the designs of our new facility. I can't wait. It looks awesome. The whole complex, the whole 86 acres that we're going to redevelop here. It's gonna serve the community for decades and decades to come.
Hopefully, an awful lot of winning from a baseball side. From a business side, I think you'll see the Rays always being involved in the community and doing what we can to have a positive impact on the community, and I think that will only get better and better and better as the Tropicana Field site gets redeveloped.
I think all the ducks are in a row now with the county, the city, Major League Baseball, the Rays, for the new stadium to happen. And so they'll be here another 25 years.
The next 25 years, this land would be fantastic. This land is gonna have a baseball stadium, it's gonna have little shopping centers, it's gonna have the Woodson Museum here. I can't wait till 2028 and 15 years after that to see what this area, how this area is gonna grow just in such a short amount of time.
I see us playing in a brand new, beautiful stadium right off to our right here. That's going to be exciting to keep them here in the Tampa Bay area. I'm looking forward to coming to games now and enjoying them as a fan.
Well, I can't wait for the new stadium. I mean, and I'm thrilled that it doesn't have a retractable roof. I just look forward to having them here forever and just having my, hopefully, grandchildren one day being able to come to the games with us and know that that is, you know, what we did growing up. I mean, going to the Rays games is our family outing.
We will continue to be innovative, we'll continue to be creative, we will continue to work with the best of the best. I think the fact that we're going to have a new home is incredibly exciting as well. So I'm looking forward to that and all that that means for our community and for St. Pete. You know, as a native, I remember what it looked like, you know, when I first started working here. You know, St. Pete was, you know, kind of a quiet place. And so much has grown up around that. And it's going to be really cool to see what happens here on this site and what it's going to do for the community.